Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel Sanchez and today I will be letting you know important information in regards to your journey upon entering the architecture program. So perhaps you're already registered for architecture, decided to try something completely different. So don't worry, here I'm going to cover up everything you need to know before entering the School of Architecture, and hopefully you're well equipped with the necessary information by the end of this video. So in this video I will be addressing what you need to know or need to expect before and after entering the program and how to prevent those setbacks, right? So first things first is understanding how to reach and pass basic minimal requirements of those course classes. Second is what to expect upon entering and beginning those classes. And finally, how to best prepare for yourself for those challenges and how to solve them. So to start off, how much in advance should you register? So in reality, the question is, when should you register, right? So the moment you realize, you know that your class are open for you to be able to register, try to be the first ones, or at least do it within the first day or two, because after the third day, most likely those classes are gonna be filled, and you're gonna have to end up waiting a whole year to be able to take that class. So make sure you're not the last one. What to avoid while you register? So you want to make sure you don't take the same professor more than twice, because by taking different professors you get to have brought more knowledge and perspectives from their personal experience and how they can teach you their skills and abilities to for you to be able to do things right. So and let's say you take a younger architect professor, they will most likely teach you how to solve technical issues within your laptop, how to 3D design in your laptop, how to get digital stuff or up with, and how to use that technology much better, right? How to take advantage of it. While you the older, more experienced architects and instructors, they are most likely gonna be able to teach you how to do things by hand, how to draw, the philosophy and history behind architecture. So you might want to make sure you take a little bit of everything so you're more well prepared before you move out to a different school for your bachelor's degree. Project deadline. So what are the misconceptions and versus reality, right? So many people have that misconception that they need to be well at drawing, well at craftsmanship, know how to turn on the computer, how to use it. The reality is that most people don't even know how to start with that, right? So most people don't even have those skills when they join architecture. And the truth is, the program is supposed to be able to teach you that by the time you graduate. So don't not be afraid of that. It's something that's gonna happen to you, and you're slowly gonna learn and intake that information and knowledge. What types of tasks are there going to be for the project for those specific deadlines, right? So you're constantly starting with visiting and analyzing the site, taking notes on project requirements, brainstorming and researching a lot, concept sketching, and making test models and getting the approval from your instructor before you're starting to create your final model, which also goes along with printing your final presentation board or poster, and finally preparing yourself for the final presentation, which is going to require you to prepare one day before so that way you can be ready to take in the feedback of those critiques and judges as well as the feedback from your classmates. Some of the tools and expenses for you to expect are going to be that the program is going to provide you with certain tools such as or equipment such as laser cutters, 3D printing machines, paper printing machines, different type of paper to be able to draw on, as well as a desk for you to work on, as well as a computer lab for you to be able to use it while you're still looking for a computer. Well, tools will you have to buy out of your own pocket, right? So definitely you're gonna have to save money to buy yourself pencils, different kind of pencils, color pencils, markers, rulers, concrete, different kind of materials such as plexiglass, basswood, foam board, cardboard, and you're gonna have to save up money just to be able to buy that thing as you go on in this program. You are not expected to buy that all in one sitting, and I do recommend, just like anyone else will say, do not buy it within one day or two. Just let things come and buy them as it goes, but definitely plan ahead. What are the main requirements for buying this laptop for your architectural program? According to the Huckabee College of Architecture at Texas Tech, you are required to have a computer that has 16 gigabytes minimum of RAM memory, 512 gigabytes of internal storage, two USB ports, one HDMI port, 15-inch wide screen for better visibility, as well as an Intel Core i7 processor to help your computer process those softwares much easier without overheating. All right, moving on to the second point, what we had to deal with, what challenges will come, right? So you do have to readapt to this new sort of schedule, school, And this is by setting up a good place to work on projects. So you might want to make sure you find a place in your house to work on, whether it's the living room or your own room, a place where it's just quiet without interruptions. It's spacious enough to be able to do all these things, and that everything is close within your hand reach. So, for example, taking me as an example, as a visual, I decided to make my closet and change it into a studio slash office. And this helps me get everything near my hands so I can get my materials, machines that I brought over time. So, definitely something you might want to consider. You don't have to worry about that at the very beginning of your architecture course as you're starting off, because naturally you're going to start doing this as you go on. And by the end of this program, you're going to fully realize that you now have all of that without even noticing. So new habits, architecture will change you for sure. According to article of Arts to Go, 19 things to know before starting 2024. Architecture is almost always ranked as the number one hardest college degree major. However, it is a life-changing experience. You just have to mentally prepare yourself for it. So keep in mind, you gotta make sure you're sleeping enough hours, eating healthy, and avoiding trying to get burnout. Networking, right? So it is very important for you to network in this field of study. Try to be sociable. Don't stay inside your comfort zone. You're gonna be meeting architects, you're meeting with new peers, you're finding out how to know your instructors better. So it's very important for you to become more successful. Alrighty, so what is the pros and cons, right? And here, one thing is I like to know is your creativity. Make sure you have the balance of creativity and how much time available you're able to have both work alongside each other. If you're too creative, you might end up finding yourself having to make a model that meets that sort of approval that he already gave you a chance to go. So you want to make sure that you have enough time to be able to be that creative, and just sort of just balance those things out. You make sure you're on top of that. As well as your free time, how can you use your free time to learn more, right? So stated by Borson in this 10 mistakes architecture students should avoid 2021 article, in order to have the ability to make good use of those gaps is to have a plan. Make sure some preparations to know what needs to be done and formulate a process of how to get there, right? So make sure with your free time, make sure you're time managing, constantly preparing ahead of time. If you got free time, use it to learn something new that your instructor might not teach you, so you have your own time to be able to be ready for the next registration class. So in conclusion, so there it is, everyone. The three main points to keep in mind once you're in the architecture program. First, what are the minimum requirements in order to pass? Secondly, the challenges that you have to overcome and how to do so. Finally, going beyond to experiment, explore, and improve your experiences. And in this video, I explained to you what you need to expect before and after entering the program, as well as what you should do or not to improve your architecture journey as you move on in this field of study. So I hope I was able to inform you better in regards to how the architecture school will play out and what you can do to improve your overall experience. So thank you very much and good luck in your journey to architecture.